we all seem to have beliefs that are somewhat ingrained in us, telling us that this is what's possible. This is how you should do something, or you can't do that. It's not been done before. You don't do it that way. And I'm telling you, you need to start rejecting those. You need to start rejecting limiting beliefs. Your mindset and what you believe can really have an impact on the world and your place in it and what you can achieve. What do I mean, and how can you start implementing this? To start implementing this notion of rejecting limiting beliefs, you first need to really analyze what you want. You need to do a lot of self-reflection. You need to take the time. You need to ask yourself, what do I want? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to become? Who do I want to be? How does that person act? What does that person do? You can create an alternate person in your mind, almost the best version of you, and how they would act in situations and what they would do and what excuses they would ignore or dismantle and push through anyway. So rejecting limiting beliefs can be the ones you set yourself. A lot of the time they're just in your brain, they're just in your mind, and they tend to follow this can't talk, like I can't do this, or that can't be done, or you shouldn't do that, or that shouldn't be done, that's dangerous, that's not good for you, that's bad for you. And man, don't listen to what other people tell you. You can ignore me, in fact. I really want to be pushing you guys. Fucking hell, cat scared me. I'm really pushing you guys to really start to test the boundaries and push your own limits and see who you are, and see what you are capable of, because we're all capable of so much more than we are led to believe and what we believe in ourselves. An example, in my own life, which was last month, nearly to the day, on the 4th of October, I went out and I ran 50 kilometers with no food. I ran it fasted. Now, there was one or two people I told this before it happened, and I was immediately met with a mixture of them saying that's not good for you, you shouldn't do that, or that's dangerous, that's not possible, like, what are you doing, why are you doing that, you must be crazy. Okay, I wanted to see what was possible. I want to see what's possible. I don't want somebody else to tell me what's possible. Don't want somebody else to project their own beliefs onto me about what's possible. I don't want that. I want to see for myself. And I always have. I've done that with fasting. From the age of 17, intermittent fasting, went on to do my first 24-hour fast, then my first 36-hour fast. Then I pushed it to 3.5 days when I was 18. Being very, very conscious that at a young age, it might not be the best thing for me. So supplementing with vitamins as well, just to make sure I wasn't doing any long-lasting harmful damage to my body. You should test things out for yourself and see for yourself and really give it your all and push yourself to finding what's possible. Don't just blindly trust and blindly follow what everyone's telling you and what your own mind's telling you. And when your own mind can sometimes be your worst enemy, because it can use this idea that something's not possible or that you can't do it because you're not good enough and you're not like somebody else and they can only do it because they've got this or that. It's bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. You really have to condition your mind and body to almost ignore that and to say to yourself and say to your mind, no, I don't believe you. Let's put it to the test. And with that, you have to ensure that you're not quitting early. You're not giving up. It's not a quick and easy process. It's hard and it's long and it's discipline, and it comes with reps and reps and reps. But the more difficult things you do, and the more mentally challenging things you do, the stronger that part of your brain, the stronger that part of your mind becomes, and you start to listen to that directing mode of your brain. I like to call it the directing mode, which knows what's good. It can push through difficult tasks, but it's not easy. It's a constant battle in your own mind. You're constantly at war with this voice in your head which is telling you to stop. It's telling you you can't do it. It's telling you you're too tired. It's telling you that this or that, I can't do it because of this injury, or maybe it just wasn't the right day, or I didn't get enough sleep last night, or whatever it is. You've got to learn to start to silence that through sheer output, through sheer work. I know some people like to call it like the inner bitch, but it's just part of you which is natural for everyone to have, and it's preservation, and it's protection, and it's wanting to not do things because of safety and insecurity. You've got to learn sometimes to punish it, which sounds kind of crazy when you say it out loud. Show it that it's not in control, and it has a place, absolutely, and it needs to be integrated, but you shouldn't be listening to that all the time, at all. You'll never get anything done. You'll never try anything new. You'll never see what you're truly capable of. And that's what I want you guys to come away with, is to really, really find out who you are and what you are capable of, because you are so much more capable than anyone or yourself could ever imagine. Can't, or won't, or scared. Can you really not do the thing? Or are you just afraid of the work it's going to take? Have you become so conditioned to not working, to not being disciplined, to seeking only comfort, that your initial impulse is that you are not even capable of pursuing something challenging, pursuing something worthwhile, pursuing something that is difficult, which is going to fulfill you? Can't is such an evil word. Do you need to reframe how you speak to saying, I could do that, but I don't want to. I could do that, but I'm too lazy. I could do that, but I'm scared. Is it really a question of can't, or is it a question of won't? Is it a question of scared? Is it a question of, I don't know. Why can't you? Excuses. Your can'ts are stopping you from what you are truly capable of doing and becoming. It's because you can't imagine yourself doing it that you're not imagining yourself doing it. What if you change that? What if there was a way that you could create an alternate version of yourself in your mind that does those things, that is capable of going in a cold plunge, going in an ice bath, going in a cold river, sea, that's capable of lifting heavy weights, a version of you that is capable of running fast, capable of running long distances, capable of having uncomfortable conversations, a version of you that is always aiming to be its best. How? Imagine what that person does. Imagine what that person thinks. That version of you that does that. How do they act? How do they speak to themselves? What do they say? Do they use language like I can't? Or simply, I haven't tried that yet? You need to really understand the power of your own words and your own thoughts and your mind, and how what's in here shapes what's out here and shapes our environment and our life and how we affect other people. When we're confined and when we're trapped in our own minds with these limiting beliefs all around us, like walls closing in, it's hard to see what you're truly capable of, and it's hard to see a way out. That's what I'm here to show you. That you can create a version of you that you're proud of, a version of you that is strong, healthy, athletic, fit, of sound mind that can overcome illness well, that can deal with injuries, that can deal with things going wrong and being okay with it, that can become resilient, that is resilient, a version of you that is resilient, a version of you that doesn't say I can't, that says I'll try, and I'll try again, and I'll try again, and I'll work towards it, because only a fool thinks that the first time they try something, they will achieve it. I've been a fool. And sometimes some delusional self-confidence is a good thing. It makes you push through. Your stubbornness can really take you far. It's not an accident that the top athletes are the top athletes. They didn't just stumble there. They didn't just one day wake up and suddenly they were there. No, it took day after day after day after day after day of working for years, of getting better, of struggling, of doing it, to then finally achieve, of sacrifice. There's so much that needs to go into sacrifice. Can't pushes the blame elsewhere. Responsibility is key. Be responsible for your actions. Be responsible for the choices you make. Own them. Don't make fucking excuses. If you make excuses, boy, you better have the self-awareness to realize they're excuses and correct yourself pretty quickly, because soon you'll be doing fuck all and you will not be happy, and you'll be wishing and wondering, or what if I never did that? What if I did this instead? Fuck, man. You don't want to live a life of regret. You don't want to be 80 on your deathbed thinking, oh my God, I didn't do anything with my life. I didn't push myself. I didn't try this. Fuck me. I want to get to my deathbed and be like, holy shit, look what I was able to do when I was younger. Look at what I did. Tell my grandkids. Them look up to me in awe. That's what I want. That's what I want from you guys. Start fucking rejecting these limiting beliefs that you create in your own mind. And stop saying I can't. Take some fucking responsibility. Say I won't, at least. At the very least. Say, I'm too scared right now. Say, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Fuck it, that's fine. I can't, fuck that. Fuck, I can't. Honestly. Just bullshit. It's such bullshit. Now, most of you are probably not trying to do something that no one has ever done before in their entire life. Okay, so how can we use this to our advantage? You're trying to get better at running. You're trying to run. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to build muscle. You're trying to feel good. You're trying to have a healthy body. You're trying to have healthy habits. Well, there's people that have done it. There's people that do it. So it's not a case of I can't. Maybe it's a case of I don't know how yet. Maybe it's a case of I don't know how to put the tools together. Maybe you have all the tools. I don't know how to stay consistent yet. Use this language instead. It opens up your mind and opens up your consciousness to improving, to moving forward in a direction. It gives you an opening, a doorway, a fucking doorway, instead of just blocking yourself in with this fucking I can't wall. Yeah? You're opening the doorway, you're opening the possibility, and that's what you want.